Hey y'all. Okay, let's get this out of here. I'm gonna show you a clip. We're gonna just jump right in. So I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis, and then I will show you this clip from Mental Healness. I cannot take any credit for this. This is on his page, and I got this clip from his site, Mental Healness, which is Lee Hammock, and he is a self-aware, clinically diagnosed narcissist. Anyway, long story short, Danae and Derrick Jaxn were married. He considers himself a relationship guru. Was always giving women advice on, relationships and this and that and blah 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 blah. And what people maybe didn't know or whatever is that at the same time he's giving all this relationship advice, he is a narcissistic individual, and he was cheating on her like crazy despite being in the public eye. She completely lost herself to him. I will show you this clip and we will talk about it. This is a very important video, by the way. I just discovered it and I was like, oh my God. So here we go. As soon as we get rid of the commercials. Commercials are very obnoxious. I mean, very obnoxious. Pardon the gum, people. I was eating sour cream and onion chips, and after a while, you're like, I need gum or something, because like...
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where it's like, I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
That's his ex-wife.
You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he could choose me and want me. And that is a low point to be, and I'm tearing up a little bit because I hate that I even got to a point where that was a thing, but that it was just that. And so I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. I completely lost myself. I became a shell of myself. I tried to imitate their hair, their actions, even sexual things that I had seen him doing with them. I tried to recreate that in our life.
So I always say that the first thing to go when you're in a relationship with a narcissistic person is your identity. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist, actually a narcissistic personality disorder. So that was the ex-wife of relationship guru Derrick Jaxn on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, telling her story about dealing with him. He said he had multiple affairs and all that other, dear Lord. But one of the main things that she said in the interview is common when you're in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic person. You do lose your identity, especially when you're being devalued and treated badly and cheated on and things like that. You try to figure, you start to feel like you're not enough. You're like, what is it about me that this person does not want? What do I need to change about myself to make them want me like they want everybody else? That can take you to a very, very dark place, because a lot of people were laughing at her online when she came on with a bonnet on, talking about the armor of God and whatnot. I'm also pretty certain that she was a victim of, spiritual manipulation as well. Because when toxic, manipulative people get caught up, they always want to bring God into it. Like, God took me here, God took me there, God took me to this other woman's house to cheat on you too. So don't blame me. It's up there. Add insult to injury on Mother's Day. He wrote this right here. Thank you for showing up for them, even in times you struggle to show up for yourself. And he deleted that post now. So why do you think she was struggling to show up for herself? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Watching videos of him doing it with somebody else to try to learn positions, to try to make them love you. Wish Ms. Jaxn healing and grace. And I'm praying for her.
So It's shocking. To say the very least, this is so shocking. When you are involved with a toxic person, you can lose yourself. And you end up spinning down this rabbit hole that you can't necessarily get out of. And she was spiraling lower and lower and lower and lower. They eventually got a divorce, which he should not have been married in the first place, because narcissists have no business getting married. They're never going to be faithful. Let's just keep it real. I find it shocking and alarming that she... Quiet. I am busy right now. Come here. Come see me. Come see me. Get your ass over here. Now. I find it shocking that... I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Wait. Y'all bear with me. Wait a second. Greedy bones. Get up here. Get up. Up. Okay, sit nicely. Don't gobble my whole hand. You act like I haven't fed you in like 6 years. And you know that's a lie. Don't drool all over the place either. That ain't cool. Bear with me, guys. All right, I love you. Now get lost. And don't. All right, you're out. I love you. Get lost. I love you. Get out of here. Hey. Kisses. Anyway, you're out. So, he's the only man I got, honey. Believe me, and he's more faithful and more loyal than anybody I know. Anyway, I found it shocking and alarming, stunning, mind-blowing that she lost herself that hard. Everybody made fun of her because at one point, not now, no. At one point, sorry guys, I'm gonna kick his behind. I'm gonna kick his ass. Quiet. Everybody was stunned because she lost who she was. She wasn't wearing makeup. He had her come on camera. Derrick did when they were married. And she had a shower bonnet on her head, no makeup, and she was talking about the army of God, and she was covered by the army, whatever. And she just spun out of control to the point where she'd even said something derogatory about anybody who is negative against myself and my husband may harm come to your children, or something along those lines. She was really lost. And when you are getting mind bent, lied to, manipulated, cheated on, devalued, more devalue, let's have a honeymoon phase for a second, and then let me go ahead and devalue you again, because I'm begging other people. So I'm going to start devaluing you. When she said she she knew other women's bodies better than she knew her own. At first I was thinking on an intimate level, because that's what it sounds like, right? No, that wasn't it at all. She became obsessed with women he was involved with. I don't know how she got a hold of tapes, sex tapes of him with his lovers. I don't know how, but she tried to duplicate those sexual acts in the bedroom with him. So she completely lost herself and she was spinning out of control. And the only thing I could say is, Danae, if you are watching this, please get some serious, comprehensive therapy to undo the psychological damage that he has caused on you. Because the longer you're with somebody, the more scrambled your brains are going to get, because that's what they do. That's what they do. They scramble your brains. They make you doubt yourself. They may not even say this. I'm with other women because you ain't got nothing going on. They don't necessarily have to say the words, but their actions speak louder than words. So please get some comprehensive therapy. If anybody who knows Danae is watching this, or Danae is watching this, baby, you've got to get some serious counseling. And I mean serious comprehensive counseling with a therapist that is well versed on narcissistic abuse, because any therapist is not going to cut it. You need somebody who is well versed on the mind screw that they do. Come on, baby. On the mind screw that they do. Come up here. Come on. Come on. I'm going to tell you what I call narcissism. I call it psychological terrorism. They're terrorists. Because that's what they do. They chew you up, they scramble your brain, they make you feel good about yourself, bad about yourself, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, 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 bad, bad, bad. They will scramble your head to the point where you don't know which is up and which is down. So let's talk about, she was thinking that because she was losing herself. So you're going on this illogical page, okay? But I understand it, but it would never work. And we'll talk about that. So she's going on this illogical page of, well, he values them and he's more attracted to them. So if I become them, he'll want me more and we could save our marriage. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no, baby. It doesn't work like that. When you're with a narcissist, you are initially, when they first meet you, a new, fresh toy. A toy fresh out the box. So you are feeding their ego, you are all over them, you think the world of them, and they are sucking it up, soaking it up like a sponge. But from the moment they meet you, the clock is ticking before the devalue. The clock is ticking. It's ticking away. From the moment they meet you, we're real close to devalue, because they have a small attention span. Men and women both. It's not a gender thing. I've said that a million times. They have a small attention span. So after they get everything that they could get from you, you become yesterday's newspaper. Because they have a small attention span. It don't have nothing to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with you. Man or woman, it got nothing in the world to do with you. So let me explain this to women in particular. Women think, if I dye my hair, get a boob job, get a Brazilian butt lift, get my teeth done, lose some weight, get a tummy tuck, become more excited about what he's excited about so he'll feel closer to me. None of those are going to work. None of those are going to work. I'm going to tell you why. Because you became yesterday's newspaper when they got bored of you. You can't stop a narcissist from becoming bored with you. You can't stop that. Nor can you reverse it. I'll change my hair. I will, I'll work out in the gym. I'll join a gym. He's always liked taller women. I'll wear high heels all the time. Let me explain something to you. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Yesterday's newspaper is yesterday's newspaper. It doesn't matter if it got printed again today and the paper is fresh and everything. You know, you printed out a whole new newspaper with yesterday's date on it. It's still yesterday's newspaper. And that is the way a narcissist sees you. There's nothing you can do about it. So when you're exerting all this energy, and this is not just for Danae, I'm not picking on you, girl. I'm just saying for anybody who does this, you change everything about yourself. You metamorphosize into this bigger, better butterfly with more colors. It makes no difference. You're dealing with someone mentally ill. There's nothing you could do that's going to bring them back to you. Not a damn thing. I've been devalued. I was devalued in a 20-plus year marriage and probably devalued a lot without realizing it because I didn't know anything about narcissism back then. I know I'm sexy. I'm not trying to brag, but I know I'm sexy. I know I'm a sensual person. I'm a passionate person, not just with my attitude, but that passion goes into a physical closeness with, you know, somebody that you love, right? So it's not just passion, period. You know, that passion goes in the bedroom too. Let's just keep it real. We're over 18. There's nothing, if somebody doesn't want me that way, there's nothing I could do. I'm a sexy ass woman. I'm curvy as hell and I'm 5'10" and I used to model and dance, perform on stage. There ain't nothing wrong with me, sweetness. Ain't nothing wrong with all of this. Okay. So if somebody don't want it, that has to do with them. Because when I got married, and this happens a lot, and probably women can, you know, vouch for this. The second you get married, you're sexy as hell. Men are all over you because you're happy, you're glowing, you're in love, you're married. So men are drawn to you. Get out of there now. Men are drawn to you like a moth to a flame. So I know I'm sexy. I've been desired. If my spouse don't want me, hey, peace out. I don't want you neither. In fact, you bumping and grinding with her, good. That means I don't have to do it with you. And I got that way in my second marriage. I got to the point where if he's doing other people, I really don't care. Because I'm not doing it with you. So you might as well. Because when I don't feel emotionally safe with you, there is no incentive to want to do you. I'm sorry, there's just zero incentive. Zero incentive to want to be with you that way. I'm not emotionally safe. I'm not financially safe. I'm not spiritually safe. I'm not safe on any level with you. The last thing I want to do is touch you. Don't even touch me accidentally in bed. Don't let your foot accidentally touch my foot unless you want to get hit. Okay? I go on that page. I don't go on the page of, oh, I must not be sexy anymore. Do I not have the it factor? I know I got the it factor. The second you are married, men are on you. So you know what that tells me? That tells me I already got the it factor. If I'm with a loser, they're not going to see it because they're a freaking loser. That's not on me. That's on them. Let me tell you something else about the intimacy thing too. The sexual intimacy. The second you don't want them, they're going to control you through sex. They're going to control you through that or try to. Okay? They're going to decide if and when you do it. They're too tired most of the time, just too tired, too stressed. Whatever their silly ass excuses, the reality is they're married to you, but they don't want to cheat on their side piece with their wife or cheat on their side piece with their husband. As absurd as that sounds. Okay? I'm banging all these other people. I can't cheat on them with my spouse. Backwards, twisted, demented thinking. Okay? So when you stop having sex with them and you lose interest, which I did, all of a sudden, he puts me in a real awkward position because now all of a sudden he wants to do it. No, I don't have any desire for that. Why would I? I'm not safe with you. Everything I go through alone. That doesn't get me all hot and bothered. Sorry, doesn't. Anything that's a concern of mine is not a concern for you. That'll make me dry up like the Sahara Desert down there. You want to play? Let's play. So then, because you don't want them, and that hurts their little raggedy ass ego, now they eventually want to start having intimacy with you. What is that? Leave it alone. Whatever it is, leave it alone. What is that? I'm going to pop you in the head. I don't even know where you got that from. What is that? Going somewhere. So anyway, so when I stop being intimate with him, get up here. When I stop being intimate with him, lay your butt down and be still. Okay? When I stop being intimate with him, all of a sudden he wants to be intimate with me. I don't want that. Because now, if they decide not to have sex with you, that's perfectly okay. If they have a long list of excuses why they can't be intimate with you, that's okay. But you not being intimate with them and losing your desire, that's not okay. They are a walking, talking hypocrite. Walking, talking hypocrite. Okay? Anyway, it was awkward as hell. Do you think we could do something? I'm like, no. I don't feel anything like that. Funny how that works. They want to control the physical narrative and every other narrative. But then when you don't want them, that's a problem. See, now, look here. Divorce. I'm done with the bullshit. Life is supposed to be way better than this. Anyway, bottom line is, it doesn't matter what you do. You are yesterday's newspaper. It doesn't matter if you print the newspaper on glitter paper, your favorite color with stars and moons and ribbons, and you wrap it beautifully. It's still yesterday's date. And that is how a narcissist sees you. So don't exert/waste time trying to become something that you are not to make them interested. They lost interest the minute they met you, they lost interest. Let's fucking keep it real. The minute they met your ass, they started losing interest. They just didn't show it yet. Because their brain is damaged. I told you all that before. Their brain is damaged. Brain damage doesn't get fixed with a new dress and dyeing your hair. Okay? Don't waste your time. Don't exert your time and your efforts. You're wasting your time. Don't do this. Those women don't have, or men, don't have anything spectacular going on that you don't have. Okay? If it's a woman, she's got boobs, she's got a vagina, she's got a rear end. All women have that. All women have that. There's nothing she got between her legs that sings a Star Spangled Banner. She'll open up her legs and, oh, say, can you say? There's nothing down there that sings a Star Spangled Banner. He was just bored. That has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Not a damn thing to do with you. That has to do with their brain damage. Watch my video. I would try to remember to put the link on here. I talk about the brain damage on one of my videos. I will post it. Come on now. We got to wake up and realize we're wasting our time here. I never exerted all that energy trying to be sexy. All I got to do is put a ring on my finger and say I do, and men want me. Okay? Please. They want me when I'm not married. I don't want to be bothered with them. Because all you offer is a ding-a-ling. I could buy one of those. So if that's all you got, baby, you could keep it. Anyway, y'all take care. Much love. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. You're wasting time. Don't focus and obsess over those women and those men that your woman is with. No. Wait, don't wait. You're wasting your time. You're yesterday's newspaper in their small little childish mind, and that is the reality. Get rid of their asses. Y'all take care.